Cam Newton and the New England Patriots taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Miami Dolphins. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Dolphins rebuild officially underway as it is not Ryan Fitzpatrick leading them out here Week 1. It is, in fact, the number 5 overall pick from April, and that is Tua Tagovailoa.
And most people assume that Ryan Fitzpatrick would get the call here on opening day, and count me among those. I thought that Fitz would have the team while they got Tua Tagovailoa truly healthy and indoctrinated into the NFL, but they decided to go with the youngster out of Alabama right from day one. Beautiful thrower of the football and commands a huddle quite well for a young player.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Tagovailoa.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Fair catch made.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Patriots take over. Out now come the Patriots as they are led out by their quarterback, a former MVP of the National Football League back in 2015, Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun, because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Well, CD, you know, as we talked about earlier, this is the first Patriots home opener without Tom Brady in 2 decades. Now, you still see, understandably, a lot of number 12 jerseys in the stands, but this is Cam Newton's show now. How do you think that things change for the Patriots here in 2020?
Well, they change in a big way because of what you said to start off with, and it's something we've all known about for a while, but now we're actually confronting it. Tom Brady is not in the building. All right, number 12 is not leading the Patriots out onto the field, but I thought it was a really savvy move by the organization in the offseason to sign Cam Newton. You start fresh with a guy who's been an MVP in this league, has a ton of self-confidence, understands the elephant in the room that is Tom Brady, but brings a new, different playing style to this Patriots team.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw is Newton. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They go right back to White here on first down. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Rex Burkhead, the intended receiver there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone.
Oh, now Breida loses it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
For the Patriot field goal.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers put up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
He'll set up to throw.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the 29.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That'll be complete to Breida.
Tagovailoa's pass.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Patriots 3, Dolphins nothing.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He can run for it, and he will.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
From the gun, it's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Miami.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The tackle made by
Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Patriots' 48-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
That keeps the score Patriots 3, Dolphins nothing.
Lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then two more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
False start, offense.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz. And
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Miami set to take over.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll roll him out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability and go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where he appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020, start to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Matt Breed in the offense heading back out.
He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. This will be caught at about the 5. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
Time for our players spotlight, and it focuses in here on Cam Newton. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, he'll get this into the hands of Bird. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Throw caught here by Bird. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Demir Bird in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out your window.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
This is Jakeem Grant.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll kick things off with an NFC East battle between two old foes, Philadelphia and Washington. And it's the home team who are out in front. Jimmy Garoppolo leading the way there. From there, let's make the quick trip up the Parkway and check in on the Ravens at home in Baltimore. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Lamar Jackson has a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to one.
Brings up second and
opting to run again here with White. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On second down now. It's White, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. but at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Tua going to throw.
Nice snag by Devontae Parker. While it took him 5 years in the league to have his first 1,000-yard season, he broke out in a big way. The former first-round pick had career highs across the board in 2019. In fact, his touchdown total for the year equaled his career total to date.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
First down, Miami.
They run with Breida. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
The tackle made.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike. I
think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Breida. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
A gain of 22.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. He'll run it. The ball comes out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Here's Tua. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Tua Tagovailoa
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown at his NFL debut. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Tua Tagovailoa who called his own number and finished it off with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Demir Bird returning it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
On the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 29, Newton. This is White on the screen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. Dancing to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Newton able to get this to his running back, White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I'm sure at times James White gets frustrated because he might want to carry the ball a little bit more, but when you catch it like that, that's how teams are going to use you. The majority of his snaps may come on passing downs because he can create big plays downfield. Second on the team in catches in 2019. He led his squad in 2018.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Newton. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown.
14.
Kick it away after the touchdown. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now Tua, a big spot for the rookie from Alabama. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Tua now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, but it's going to be second down.
Incomplete.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 23-yard line.
Now Tua. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Roughing the passer defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now it's Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Now that was an impressive drive. But I think we're going to talk about being way more impressive because of who led them. A rookie quarterback in that spot, putting his team in front, that's big league.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
So Newton and the Patriots down 21-17. A minute 52 to play. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now Newton. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for a
Newton. He's going to take off with it.
Number 1.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Open man is Myers. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. And now he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man is Grant. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So now it's the Dolphins' turn, trailing by a field goal. A little over 20 seconds to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Recovered by the defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's White. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with White. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They go with White on the counter. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Patriots, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Miami, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will get a home